everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jodi Lakin, and today I just thought I would have a little play around on a loose sheet of paper. Usually I like to work in journals or like my Hobonichi I do a lot of things in, but today I thought I would just try on a big blank piece of paper which can be really intimidating. I think when you have a journal or like a smaller book, it's not as intimidating to do any sort of drawing on because it's so small. But when you have this big white piece of paper staring back at you, it can be a little bit intimidating. So today I decided to go with the idea of just doing some little beach babies, I called them, beach baby designs, based on anything to do with the sea or the beach. And the reason for that is that it's just so hot at the moment in Japan. Like yesterday was 37 degrees Celsius. And me and my husband Jack, we decided, let's go to like the lake and go for a swim and it'll be really nice. And we tried to drive there to this lake, which is about an hour away from us, and it was so hot that we actually ended up driving back and not going to the lake at all because it was just ridiculous, and even the aircon in the car wasn't cooling us down. So I came home and I thought, okay, now I feel really inspired, and it's so hot that I just wanted to sit down and draw and do nothing else. So that's what I'm doing. I also, you might see every now and again, I keep opening this little book. So I bought this book a while ago, and it has lots of sea creatures in it. I bought it to help me learn Japanese. I don't know if it's for kids, but I really liked the illustration in the book, and it had just more simple Japanese as well for different sea creatures, and I love animals anyway. So yeah, I bought that. Every now and again I buy something like that, like a random book in Japanese, even though I can't really read it. I recently I bought Luca, and there was another book I bought, like a children's book, in Japanese to help me learn Japanese. So it's really fun actually to try and read along as well with the story. So I don't know how many of these little characters I drew. I didn't draw them in any particular pose or any like group setting. I just wanted to see how many I could fit on the page, and I drew them in a very like simple stance. And the reason for that is I just wanted to get the ideas of the characters down, and I didn't want to think too much about the posing and like the placement of the characters. I just wanted to have this, like, I had this idea and I just wanted to get it down simply. For some reason I struggled with this strawberry. As you can see, it took me so long, so many attempts. So I think, is that all the characters I did? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I didn't do that many. I only did 7 characters. I thought I did more than that. And then in some of the blank spaces, I just added some other things that you might see at the beach. So the characters that I have gone with, starting with the bottom right, there's just a little girl in one of those cute little swimming costumes that have it's like a ballet costume almost. I really like those, so I did her in that, and she is sitting on a blanket with her green tea and onigiri and a little cup of green tea. And then I also did the octopus. It's a little boy with an octopus on his head, and I did one kid with like what are they called, like beach balls on his head and dressed as a giant beach ball. And I did a strawberry, a watermelon, a parasol, that on the beach you have those massive umbrellas. And probably my favorite one is the girl dressed as the shell, and I love her hair. It's like all waves. So yeah, sometimes it's just fun to get these things down, and then after I have the characters in my head, I can redraw them, maybe in other books and in other like in other positions and things like that. But it was fun to just sort of relax and just get the characters down. I had so many more ideas, and actually looking through that sea creature book that I have, I had even more ideas from that were kind of not on the same lines as this, because the sea creatures that were in that book are quite unusual. So I really wanted to do some more of those kind of things. But I did look in the book to get the colour and the reference for the octopus. So probably the shell one and the octopus are probably my favourite. And the octopus one especially, I would like to do that a little bit more. So after I'd sketched them all out, I wanted to add the watercolours, and I kind of wanted to do them very, very loosely. But when I actually came to painting them, that's not what I did. I actually took my time with it, as you can see, and I didn't do it loose watercolours at all, which is kind of annoying because it's something that I'm really trying to work on, is just having like that really loose watercolor style. But I find it really difficult when I've already drawn the lines of where everything should go. I find it really difficult to go over the lines. I think that, you know, when we're small, we're just like trained into staying in the lines when you're coloring. And then when I get older, I want to make it more loose and freestyle, and I just cannot go past the lines. It just hurts me to do it. So I want to do a little bit more practice with that. So I could even redraw the characters and do it again in like a different style. I would like to try that as well. So I'm just feeling really inspired by the summer recently, and hopefully I can get to the beach this summer. I have some time off, which is really nice, and it'd be nice to go to the beach for a day or something like that. I definitely feel like I want to go, but not when it's 37 degrees. That's kind of crazy. And I know too, so they have, if you don't know, I live in Japan, by the way. I think I just said that. But we obviously have the Olympics going on at the moment, and I can't even imagine how hot the athletes must feel, because it's just really warm in Japan. And before I came here to live, I didn't realize how hot their summer would be. I actually didn't really know anything about the weather in Japan other than they had cherry blossom season. And the very first time I came to Japan, I came in late February, early March, and I thought it would already be spring by then, but actually it was very cold. It was very, very cold, and I was surprised even in Tokyo it was very cold. I guess because it's so close to the sea as well, you get that like breeze from the sea. So then when I came to live here, I was really shocked by the seasons in Japan. They are very drastic and very different. Like only yesterday I was looking at videos and photos of the snow outside my house, like piled up, and I had to like shovel the drive, and then a couple of hours later we'd have to shovel it again. So it just seems so strange that was only a few months ago, and yet here we are in this ridiculous heat. It's kind of crazy, but it is nice. I like that we have the seasons so drastically here. It's kind of very different to like my life in England, where it would rain most days and we would have summer for a couple of weeks or something. But yeah, it's unbearable at times, and you can't even go out. So yeah, it's very, very different, but I like to experience both. It's been fun to experience it. And so this might be my last summer in Japan if I leave by this time next year, so we'll see. So then after I'd added all the colour back to the painting, I wanted to add some extra details, so I used a black, kind of like a ballpoint pen, and I added in the eyes and some little extra details. Some of them I outlined a little bit and others I didn't. It just depended on the design, I thought. And then I used a white gel pen to add some highlights as well. And I went in to each character individually and added the shading for each one. So I already finished the one on the bottom left, and then I was just doing the beach ball. And I wanted to add some dimension to the characters. I also thought it'd be cute if their cheeks, the colour of their cheeks and their nose matched part of their outfit. So the little beach ball guy, he has like red cheeks and a little red nose. And I think the shell girl, I gave her like blue cheeks and a little blue nose. I just thought it'd be cute to like tie the whole character in together. I didn't do that with I did red with the watermelon one, I think. So this part obviously is just adding the details, which I always feel like makes the characters pop. Like it always adds that extra part to the image. Like I think I used to feel like it was finished if I'd painted it, and sometimes it is. Like it totally depends on what you're painting. But for me now, I feel like I can't finish what I'm doing until I've added some like pencil crayons and like the white gel pen. So I feel like it's like not finished until I've added those extra dimensions. But in the end, I was really happy with how this one turned out. I would like to do some more characters like this, and I would even like to put them in a scene, like do a whole beach scene and add them in. And I would also like to have these as like little characters in my Hobonichi throughout the summer. I think that would be really nice too, so I can see them again and again. Or like the little umbrella guy, like I'd like to have him in like lots of different colours. That'd be cool too, like orange umbrella, red umbrella, pink umbrella. So this is kind of it. I've pretty much finished. I'm just, like I said, adding the little white gel pens, and I wrote beach babies as well with mild liner. I think I did that with, and that is it. Those are my finished beach babies. So let me give you a closer look at the details so you can see. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I have so many more ideas for these little beach babies. Feel free to give them a try if you want to add them to your Hobonichi or add them to your little journal pages. It was really so much fun to do, and I just feel so inspired by the seasons here in Japan, and I feel so lucky to have such drastic changes that just bring on these inspirations for me. So yeah, look at the little strawberry. So thanks for watching. I'll see you again next Sunday with a brand new video. Take care and have a great week, everybody. Bye.